Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, 𝖢𝖥𝖣yi, Senior Market Analyst. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through the week ahead. Lots of data coming up this week, so I'm going to show you what's coming up as well as some charts to watch. So let's dive straight in. We do have a few bank holidays that we need to be aware of. We've got an Australian bank holiday, a bank holiday in China and Canada. We also have a German bank holiday on Tuesday. And obviously China bank holiday pretty much all week. You can see that we've got a lot of US data out this week. We've got the ISM manufacturing PMIs. They're meant to come in a little bit above expectations. We've got Federal Chair Powell speaking as well. That's going to be interesting ahead of the first NFP since the rate pause. So we're going to be seeing some interesting analysis coming out from there. Non-farm employment change looking to drop from 187 to 168, which is probably something that they do want to see. Average hourly earnings, though, interestingly enough, forecast to rise from spot 2% to spot 3%. So maybe there's something occurring down through there. We also have a couple of interest rate decisions this week. We've got the RBA cash rate looking to remain at 4.1%, and the official cash rate from New Zealand looking to pause as well, 5.5%. Again, more details are really going to be found in the RBA statement and the RBNZ rate statement after, so we'll probably get a little bit more details from that. Now, we did get some important news over the weekend. The US Congress has passed a stopgap funding bill, averting for now a government shutdown that would have disrupted many services. They now have 45 days to come to an agreement. So although the fact that we're not going to get that official shutdown right now, we've still got to expect that the government will come to some kind of agreement. So a lot of political back and forth to come in the markets. Going on to the strength meter then, so we can see there's not been too much in the way of change, to be honest. I just carried over the numbers last week. The reason being is because I wasn't around my usual setup. I was obviously I was on holiday, so I didn't get a chance to fill in that. So I haven't backdated it. I've just kind of carried the other forward, but there's not real too much change. I can see that CAD's at the +5, but I'm actually looking for a bit of reversal in the Canadian dollar after those really poor GDP figures on Friday. So we'll go take a look at a couple of pairs there as well. First of all, though, we've got the US dollar index closed above that 106 handle, closed above that high that formed back in March, and you know, that to me is a positive sign for the US. We could see that, obviously, that continuation up into the 108 handle now, which was this high that formed back through here. The only thing I'm going to look for is how price reacts. Obviously, we don't really want to see price come back within the range. Back within the range, we could expect a bit of a false breakout like what happened back here, where we broke out of that 101 handle and then price obviously surged to the upside. What I don't want to see is price come back within the range. Even break of this trend line would signal to me that maybe we're going to come back down to the 101s. I just don't see the US dollar index declining too much. There was a chart that I spoke about in the previous video talking about mortgages in the US and the fact that the market actually isn't necessarily being affected too much there, because in the US they have longer periods on their mortgages, so like 30-year mortgages fixed and things like that. So they're not really seeing the effects of the interest rate hikes, which means there's surplus money in the economy at the moment. So I still think that demand could drive dollar higher, perhaps into the 108 is something that I'm really looking at this moment. But again, we don't want to see that false breakdown. Going on to cable then, really interesting market. We came up into some volume levels that we pointed out previously, one of those being the one spot 21.75. Price did end up finding a little bit of support here, and we've traded higher. What I did was I dragged a volume profile onto this daily chart of cable from this high down to this low, and you can see we're currently at the value area low of that move. Now, if we were to trade through that, if we were to breach this minor trend line resistance as well, the next stop I think would be this one spot 23.94 or around about the one spot 24 handle. There we have confluence with a trend line resistance as well as a large volume level, so we could expect maybe some sellers to re-enter the market at that point. If we don't and price remains capped under this trend line here, then the next volume level of interest was around about the 1.2050. A break below that, we could see 1.1826, which were these lows here back in March. Going on to euro US dollar then, similar kind of setup here. We did find support at that key level of 1.05, which we did discuss previously. We have rallied back to the upside there. We found support. What's nice is this 1.06625 level. Nice high volume level coming through there. Point of control of this recent move to the downside. Also lows from back here in June as well. So if, again, like with cable, if we do see a little bit of a move back to the upside, there could be an opportunity to see price trade lower. Finally then, CAD yen. So like I said, CAD GDP figures came in a little bit underwhelming, a little bit lower than expected. CAD had a very negative reaction to that data on Friday. CAD yen I've pointed out because we'll do some analysis in the live streams this week. But dollar yen at a really critical level at the moment. So we might start to see a little bit of yen strength. There's also been some developments out of China as well, where they have seen a little bit more of a slowdown economically. So that could roll into a bit of risk off going into this week. So, you know, CAD yen, CAD's under pressure at the moment. If yen does get that little bit of strength, CAD yen could be coming back down into around about the 108 handle. Again, nice large volume pocket down through here on this weekly chart. Nice value area high as well. Big level of resistance. So that might be one to watch going forward into this week. Thank you for watching this video update. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to see some more Forex trading content. And I'll catch you in the next video.